we finished the tour here in the city of David, and now we're making our way into the old city, where we're going to check out some more archaeology from the first temple period, and it's gonna be exciting.
Wow, this is an amazing find right here, what we see in front of us. This right here is known as the Broad Wall. It was what the experts believe is that this wall was built during the time of Hezekiah. At least that's what it's dated to, which is 2,600 years old. It was built possibly to defend against Sennacherib, the Assyrian army that was coming to ransack Jerusalem. And some believe that this wall is also mentioned in Nehemiah chapter 3 verse 8 and in Isaiah 22 9 through 10, where it mentions the wall being built literally on top of the homes. As we're headed to our final location, I decided to chat up with one of the guys from the tour who happens to be a journalist at the Knesset, and we both had a good laugh about what a full day we had here, just crammed.
All right, what a long day. Whew! Look at that, it's already nighttime, and finally finished this touring day. What did we see today? Well, we saw the city of David. We saw the walls of Hezekiah in the old city and within the Jewish quarter. In fact, what you see in the old city is Hezekiah's wall, and you actually see the bend in the wall. Okay, that there's actually like a little, there's a bend, and so. That's cool. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, what else did we see? We saw the Gay Ben Hinnom, the Valley of Gay Ben Hinnom, and we also saw at the end here the burial place just outside of the city, just outside of the begging center. So a long day, but it was fun. Here we are, our last place for the day. In fact, I had to come back here because we actually finished here at pitch dark, and so you couldn't see anything here. The whole group, the tour guide class of students, all of us were stumbling around here in the dark the other night. And so in any case, so we're here at one of the most important archaeological finds in the country. And it actually happens to be a burial site. So at this burial site, you found numerous burial sites. They're not just one, but they belong to different people. But one of them, just behind me here, is one of the most interesting burial sites on this whole strip here, because what they found was a very important find. Most of the burial sites, that is, would be raided by tomb raiders, right? People that would go into tombs and they would steal the treasures that people would be buried with, which was a very known custom back in the First Temple period and on. And that continued on until all the way through the Roman period, apparently. So back here you have a special burial site for a relatively large and wealthy family, and we know that because you have niches in the stone for the head to rest inside this nice little niche for your head, so you have a nice comfortable rest in the afterlife. And but most of them are very simple, and that one including is also has the same concept, where you lay out the dead, you let them rot, and then you take the body parts and you put them into an ossuary, I think you call it in English, put into an ossuary, and then that ossuary is then later buried after on a second burial. So there's two burials basically. And so what was found here was a ongoing burial site from the first temple period all the way through the second temple period, and even after the Romans ransacked Jerusalem, this place was continued to be used in the Hasmonean period as well for a certain period of time. You know this, of course, because of the different findings that they found here from different periods. They found coins here as well, dating to, in fact, they found coins here dating to the first minting of coins, the period in history where we started to mint coins. They found those here as well. So anyhow, they found all kinds of interesting finds here, but the most interesting find, the most important find, was the little piece of silver, a little small plaque of silver, a little strip of silver, that on it is inscribed the priestly blessing. And it's known to be one of the oldest Hebrew, because the Hebrew went through changes through time. The language morphed as far as the type of letters that are used and so on. So we know, because of the type of script that was found on it, we know that how to date it as one of the oldest Hebrew writings that was found in an archaeological site. So it's really exciting find, a really important find, and it was actually by total chance. So the archaeologist Gabi Balkai was here. He's one of the very famous archaeologists here in the city of Jerusalem, who's found a lot of very important finds. He was here. There was a little kid that was helping him. There were different volunteers, and so one of the kids that was helping him was what we call a special kid. You know, one of those that needs a special attention, you know, the one that has a lot of energy and is what we call in Hebrew a nudnik. You know, he's constantly, you know, asking you questions. What's this? What's that? You know, that kind of thing, right? So at some point, Gabi Balkai, he just kind of loses his patience and goes, okay, listen, you go over there and I'll be over here. So he goes to the opposite side of the digging site where they're uncovering the new stuff, and he sent the child over here where they actually first dug. And in other words, they'd already done their business here, so there was nothing for him to ruin. And so he sends the kid over here. The kid grabs a hammer. He starts to hammer away at what he thinks is just rock along the face of of this burial site right here, actually, the fancy one with the fancy head rest like I told you. And lo and behold, the rock breaks, and the kid is like, whoa, what happened here? And he found a whole other room where there was over 200 pieces of pottery, gold, silver, basically all of what people were buried with back then in those days. And again, this was a wealthy family, and again, the not just the niching in the stone was a testament to it, but all of the wealth that was inside this burial site. So just like Gabi Balkai, because of either earthquakes or whatever reasons that the earth collapsed here and made it look like that was bedrock over the mouth of the cave, of the burial cave, for the secondary burial spot, I guess, then so also the thieves who would come to steal, they also made the same mistake and moved on. So this treasure was left here for like 2,000 years, and you can imagine, to find treasure from the first temple period, to find writings, to find the script of the priestly blessing that was part of the loot that was found there. It was the find of the century, and it was all done because of one funny kid who was just messing around, and you end up with one of the greatest finds in Jerusalem right here in this area. It's an awesome, exciting find. And today we get to tell the story, of course. We get to learn this amazing story of this area tucked away here in Jerusalem, in fact. So if you come on a tour with me, like I keep telling you guys, I'll take you to all the fun spots, all the off the beaten path spots that most people won't get to see. I know there are many groups that don't come to this spot, I've been with many tour groups that have visited the country, and not once have we come to this spot, in fact. But the history here is so rich and important and exciting. I mean, it's really interesting history, and like I said, one of the most important finds was found right here in the heart of today, in the heart of the city, what used to be on the outskirts of the city during the First Temple period and during the Roman period. So real cool. Wrapping up this whole segment, guys. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you enjoyed the vlog, make sure to subscribe, make sure to share it with your friends, tell your friends, like, thumbs up it, bell it, all the different options you have there on social media, guys. If you want to be currently knowing what's happening with the latest vlog that will be posted, then of course you want to be able to subscribe and so on, and then you'll get the notification of the newest vlog that is being uploaded. Thank you guys, and see you later.